Mr. Rodgers' Neighborhood was a children's educational program that aired from 1968 to 2001. Hosted by Fred Rogers, the show made over 900 episodes for many generations of American children. Rogers was adored by millions of kids and adults who watched him as a child years before. Awarded with many accolades and honorary degrees for his service in changing and molding the future of the United States, he was the epitome of good morals and a special human. Because the show was in a grade of its own, we need children to watch Mr. Rodgers' Neighborhood because it is a center of self-love and inclusion during a time of rising suicide numbers and isolation, brings attention to sensitive issues like divorce, racism, and death, and is ultimately superior to newer children's shows that are coming up today. The program has become a hub for inclusion and self-love during a period where marriages do not last, and children tend to isolate themselves rather than talk about the horrible parents they have. The world always has a problem trying to give attention to their child, leading to them having to entertain themselves or be left being starved of affection. But Mr. Rogers wanted to give every child what they deserved: love.
I am tired of hearing people who have long ago set aside the concerns of childhood telling everybody what children really need. I'll tell you what children need. They need adults who will protect them. It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor.
He invites his viewers to learn with song and invites all kinds of people because he believes that everyone should love the kind of person they are.
It's not the things you weigh.
Fred is not the kind of person to steer away from talking to children about sensitive issues like racism, divorce, or death, using his puppets like Daniel Tiger, for example. He can do this to open the child up to him.
I've been terribly concerned about the graphic display of violence.
Deaths of family members or pets aren't that scary anymore.
And she got to be old, and she died.
Because Mr. Rogers isn't scared, and that's what kids admire about him.
Around the country, they didn't want black people to come and swim in their swimming pools. And Fred said that is absolutely ridiculous.
Increasing divorce rate aren't helping either. They leave children to question if it's really all about them and confuses their definition of love. Being filmed during the civil rights movement, naturally, Rogers will combat this in his own way by having a diverse cast. Everything and everyone is accepted and understood in that neighborhood. No show is like this one. New shoes do not teach the fundamentals children need to learn. A program has an impact. A good program has a lasting one. We need more people like Mr. Rogers and more shows that revolve around his ideas. And maybe we could get a little bit closer to equality and maturity.
Please won't you be my neighbor?